What do you see as the future of employment in India now? What industries do you see are going to be growing faster than others?
So I think GCC is the poster, child in the house right now for the right reasons. We all know why they are successful. We know why exactly the GCCs need to be created. While that may be making the service providers a little jittery, let's be very honest in this room, right? But I think I always have been of a firm belief that all startups, providers, and GCCs, everyone have to coexist together. And there are different use cases of when GCCs will be successful and when third parties are required. Yeah, the proportion of services coming from providers may change according to the context. But from a lens of service providers, because I was also living a life in IBM long time back, right? Is in terms of you don't feel that GCCs is taking your share of services back into them. You can always continue to see what value you can provide in enabling that GCC journey rather than seeing it as a risk going away from your portfolio. It may be easier said than done from my perspective, but that's a hard reality because when the providers come to me and say, you are insourcing some services, how can we continue to partner? My thinking is look at my business problem that I'm facing in the organization. I need support. I need support from a speed to market point of view, something that needs to be delivered faster. I need certain POCs done so that I don't have to reinvent the same wheel again at my end. Can you enable that journey for me faster? And then again, this is going back to my previous point as a middle layer leader, right? You can create certain pivots and certain pilots and POCs and show it to your headquarters and say, this is possibility and this can be scaled out to the next level. Why don't we ask the service providers to create, and service providers can help you get those kind of use cases, something that will help you to sell it in the GCC faster, and the partnership continues as well. Partly a problem from my lens, Mudit, what I see is the threat of losing services to GCC so much in the minds of provider. They are just making it look like a headcount play itself. I'm losing headcount. How can I give you more headcount in GCC as well? It's not about that. It's all about what problem you are looking at that is helping me to get solved in my organization. And that is the lens you should be, seeing it. People are coming with generic PPTs and say, this is what we provide services to GCCs and this is what we can do for you. But that's like for 1800 GCCs. Tell me what will matter to my CPG vertical. Tell me what will matter to my CanView journey as, in the current system. If you can come back with one or two major problems that I am facing and how can you help me build some pivots to those problems, it will be easy for me to sell it to the headquarters and that can create a new future opportunities. And that's a message that I give it to providers as well. So if you are providers currently sitting in this room, continue to see the problem a business is facing and come back with a very focused solution. What exactly will help me? Because if I look good in front of my headquarters, I absolutely will be looking forward to go with you from a, let's go with a POC. Let's go with initial journey and then we can pivot it to the larger scale as well. So it's not about threat. It is all about you need to re-evolve your game from a provider point of view. It's not just about staff or managed solution. It's all about a very focused problem statement to be solved. And yeah, this ecosystem has to continue. Startups are just like that. Absolutely, they are doing wonderful things. But how startup can actually help us in a large organization bring supply chain, finance, ERPs together? Not just say we have a startup in supply chain. That's okay to have, but how that startup will help me in the overall ecosystem, because the IT systems are all very integrated with each other. Don't just tell me there is a good product in the supply chain. Tell me how that supply chain will be integrated into the ERP, will be integrated into the financial analytics and from a finance transformation, because I have to sell that to the headquarter. I need to sell the ROI of an integrated solution, not like a component, not like a one small piece of innovation here and there. So again, sum it up in one sentence, you are as much empowered right now because the data is so much in the market about which business is looking to do what kind of stuff. Come back with a focused proposition and I'm sure there is a lot of partnership that can continue to move forward.